So let me roll into a war attack here. So we had 2 Town Hall 12s on top. We have 3 Town Hall 12s on top of on our side. 17 hours left in the war, and they have 2-starred each of our top 2. Low percentage on me, 56% by their number 3. Low percentage on him, in my opinion, 58%. And Zingy is not a max Town Hall 12. He was basically a max Town Hall 11, except he hadn't finished all of his walls. I definitely didn't finish my walls because I'm impatient. So let me take a look at this number 2 base to let you see what I'm working with here. This is a 4-star Town Hall 12. This guy, I mean, all he seemed to have cared about was his defenses. He had max Town Hall 11 defenses with level 5 Infernos, level 5 Expos, level 6 Bomb Tower, I think that's max, level 15 Archer Towers and Cannons, level 10 Wizard Towers, and this is all the way around, level 10 Mortars. He seemed to only care about those defenses. I mean, look at this sucker. He's got a level 20 King. Maybe this is a reason why I 3-starred it. Level 26 Queen. He did have his Warden max for Town Hall 11. In my opinion, this guy should have waited a little bit longer before going Town Hall 12. If not, should have waited on this, man. What the hell? But anyway, my guys are getting matched up with guys like this because they upgraded their Town Hall, their Town Hall defense. So ideally here, I'm gonna go ahead and break in right away. So to help create the funnel, I'm gonna drop this golem backed with bowlers, backed with witches, and then I use the ball wrecker as a funnel on the other side. Back that with the bowlers. I thought I had some more witches to back that up. I guess I'm gonna send them up the middle. Now, I feel like I wasted a quarter of my army. As you see, these ones on top are all dying, and I think they're actually all going to die. And these ones on bottom, I was a little too fast to send my troops. So anyway, Wall Wrecker's coming in. I like to freeze when I can freeze the CC troops. I basically dropped a freeze in the same place twice. Grand Warden to protect everything that was there, including the Valkyries. There's just so much going on here. There are spells and troops and things everywhere, and it really takes some practice with this. I mean, I literally have been using the same attack for maybe 3 or 4 days on boost and tweaking it as I felt necessary. But I found after this recent update, using the Wall Wrecker and using troops like this on a ring base like this, you've got a great chance at a 3-star. The ring bases are pretty much obsolete. Now, I don't know how much of the raid you've been able to keep up with, but there were close calls to this not being a 3-star way too many times for me to be comfortable with. My queen almost went down like 3 or 4 times. She's sitting here, one little healer locked on. But these bowlers and witches that I sent around the outside have been walking around taking out so much stuff. My queen has been taking out so much that she's just hanging on by a hair of health the entire time. Every time something locks on to her, that almost kills her, and then she gets those 1 or 2 shots that she needs. Giant bomb, taking her down, not very much. So there we go. And that's the end of that raid. Awesome 3-star attack. When I move up to the top guy, it was pretty close. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I was going to attack it. Ended up with an 82% 2-star. I think if I would have attacked it the first or second way that I thought about, maybe the 5th way that I thought about, it would have worked out. I inevitably went with my final idea and ended up at this point. So he does have a 4-star Town Hall 12. He has level 51 Queen, level 50 King, level 20 Grand Warden. Everything else was maxed for Town Hall 11. I'm not sure if he is up on any other defense. It looks like he just spent all of his gold, all of his time to get that Town Hall up as fast as he could, which is, to me, it's just crazy. But I also don't know how this affects war weight right now. So here's the same exact army on a completely different base, but this is also a common base that you're going to see in war. So perfect location on the earthquake spell to just open up this entire section of the base. Golem coming in, backed with bowlers and witches. And I want that wall wrecker to create my funnel right here in the middle. I tried to hold plenty of bowlers. In my opinion, 7 bowlers is great to go up the middle, along with the 4 Valkyries, maxed Valkyries that are in the CC. So I don't want the wall wrecker dead yet, so that was the perfect time to freeze the Inferno, freeze the clan castle, and let that thing keep working its way in. And it gets all the way to the town halls, puts a little scratch on it, and it pops it, and we're still doing great. Valkyrie's coming out. Probably didn't need to freeze that. I probably should have froze the single Inferno there. Now I spent a little bit of time thinking here, should I put my rage on the top or my rage on the bottom? And I felt like in the bottom with my heroes, it was going to be great. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't put it on top, because if you're watching either way, or if you want to back it up and watch, the top troops started to die off a lot faster than I expected. So I held that rage maybe way too long. They could have got more done up there if I dropped it down here. But no, the queen managed to take out some buildings before she got taken out herself. Expo's locked onto the Grand Warden, which is making a decent tank with a healer right behind him, and they're picking off some more buildings as they move along. So you might be surprised to see I still like to bring minions in these raids. I find that they live longer than you would generally expect. These two little minions, or any little amount of minions that you bring for a ground army with healers, the healers tend to pop a lot of the traps, and you end up with minions picking off little buildings at the end. Now those minions were dropped, way up here, and they worked their way around with that entire army, clearing the whole side all the way down until they got down here. And the one little archer that I added to my army is going to pick up 82% and then lock on to an elixir storage, which she's not going to be able to get in the last 30 seconds. So this is my take on the BoWitch. It's not just your standard BoWitch, no giants or golems in the CC, but bringing a golem myself and 4 healers to help the army out at the beginning and hopefully survive to help out the heroes and whatever's left on the end to get the most amount of cleanup and possibly the 3-star. So how about we call this a GoHeal a BoWitch? Yeah, go ahead. So GoHeal a BoWitch, get yourself some 3-stars in the war. Have a little practice with it, see what you think. It's been great for me in Legend League. It's hopefully going to keep doing great for me in War. I'm not too comfortable with my miners anymore. I've had some ups and downs with them, and I've had some issues with CCs killing my troops, so I'm going to kind of stick with this one because it's a nice little comfortable spam attack that is almost always a guaranteed 2-star. So good luck, guys.